I'm live. I'm live. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, I'm live, man. Let me see. Do I got any of my openings? I don't got my openings in here. Yeah. All right. Let me see what we got going on here, man. Let me see what we got going on here. All right. Just chilling, just chilling. Let me do this Instagram right quick. Do this Instagram right quick. Oh, I gotta do it over here. Do this right here. Turn it down some, Kando. Kando say he gonna cut it off. Bro say he gonna cut it off. Lay it down. I'm up late. Well, it ain't that late. I'm a night owl, so it ain't that late to me, but y'all know how it go. Man, I've been checking out that Crondo and Martell Cartel, that Destination Sankofa album. I'm pleased with it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Let me see. Where else I supposed to got to hit that? Then I'm supposed to go. Nah. Yeah, I was supposed to just hit go live, right? Yeah. Let me see. I messed up somewhere. Trying to go live on Facebook. What's up with it, y'all? Not Facebook. Trying to go live on yo. What up, Preem, man? What up, Preem, man? How you feeling? I ain't gonna even hold you. Hold up. I ain't gonna even hold you. I ain't gonna even hold you, Preem. Hold up.
1 2 1 2. It's the original Lone
Yeah.
Star RBG Nation representative.
Come on, man.
I was chopping it up with my nephew the other day, and he said, Uncle Preem, he asked, what's an RBG? Man, I say
It's that
RBG,
intro,
man,
y'all.
is a servant of the people.
It's that intro.
RBG means someone who's connected to the streets, but also conscious. We the bridge from the streets to the consciousness. What is consciousness, man? Consciousness means to be aware.
Yeah.
You got to be aware, and you got to follow it with action. RBG is the red, the black, the green. You know what I'm talking about? The red is for the blood, the black is for us, and the green is for the land. You know what I'm saying? So anybody saying anything different, tell them to come take it up with OG Supreme Raw Africa.
Yeah.
If you don't see a RBG in the street with his people, serving his people, and he claiming RBG, he ain't no motherfucking RBG.
You better tell him.
And with that being said, peace and black African power.
Yeah. If I can. Yeah.
1 2.
Masterful. Love the intro. Original Lone Star RBG representative. One of the founders of Lone Star RBG. Supreme Raw Africa. You know what I'm saying? I love that they selected Preem for the intro. Number one, it's a great show of much deserved respect. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about much deserved respect, Preem, and I want to pay homage to OBFC for doing that, for recognizing that, for always expressing appreciation uh, uh, for the work that we were doing in Texas and that you were doing in particularly. I don't have to share the moment with you, black man. A great way to pay homage. And then your definition of what an RBG is, you reminded that it's that bridge between consciousness and the streets. It's that bridge between those in maybe academia and those of us in the working class black community. You know what I'm saying? And RBG is where we can go in, and those of us who uh, walk around in the black urban culture, those of us who embrace the culture of our region, the so-called African American aspect of our culture, you know, while coming into knowledge of self. RBG is a movement, is a place for that, you know. But what I love most is that you describe an RBG as a man of action, man or woman of action. That if they're not out here actually actively working in the community, it don't matter what they're wearing. You know, they're not an RBG. You know what I'm saying? And I love that that was on point. I love that you said, you know that you framed it as a conversation that you was having with your nephew. You know, that's from one generation to the next. Very good. The music and production behind that, nice. The storytelling type vibe. Just man, y'all did a great job setting the tone for what's to come. You know what I'm saying? So great job, man. Had me thinking about all the work that we put in, particularly when we was in Texas with the RBG movement, RBG Family Weekend, which is how I linked up with OBFC. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, I wouldn't be surprised if Preem was the reason that they came down in the first place. He does a great job of developing relationships and then turning them into something constructive. This is an example of that. The work that's being done in Phoenix, Arizona right now. You know what I'm saying? So shout out. All right, I'm gonna keep going though. I ain't gonna do no long speech after every song. That ain't gonna happen. But yeah, this is perspective. And I may not play every song, but just some that stood out for me, either production wise or lyrically. Shout out to Rich Grand. Uh, Great production, melodic, soulful. I love that vibe.
One to the code, that's on my soul. The mother staying stagnant. I'm finna grow, I'm RBG'd out. Train to go, understand the assignment. It's time to roll. Real one to the code, that's on my soul. The mother staying stagnant. I'm finna grow, I'm RBG'd out. Train to go, understand the assignment. It's time to roll. I was barefoot on my own land last week.
They so West Coast. They so Arizona. Let's go, Bilal.
Introduce them to a solid crew. Join the race, do it for the race. Can't you see we at war? Beat the odds, even the score. Now let's grow.
Peace, Mark. What's happening?
We ain't blind no more. I got the light. Now I understand the fight. You gotta grow with me.
Hey, Mark, you gotta go get this one right here, man.
Shake that devil off. It's just got in my sight. It's time to level up.
Support this group right here, man. This duo right here, man. This mission.
I put my heart in this work, man. My heart is like gold.
Come on.
Real one to the code, that's on my soul. The mother staying stagnant. I'm finna grow, I'm RBG'd out. Train to go, understand the assignment.
These cats live what they talking. They live what they speaking.
The mother staying stagnant. I'm finna grow, I'm RBG'd out. Train to go, understand the assignment. It's time to roll. Yeah, I made it out that rough batch. Trust that.
Yeah.
Bust and we bust back. No comebacks. A real one, I'm just that. Lanes left me hanging like a nutsack. Paper, I'ma touch that. Your paperwork, you just rack. It's just facts. I'm banging on the system. The way to G. Red, black, and green, all on the player beat. See me chilling with a player's beat. Building full, no vacancy. If you got it out the mud, you can relate to me.
Yes, sir.
In the land where you never did your fade. Curse a bang. Different gangs, bloods, they reciprocate. Whole time, powers that be. They try to fix the game. Now we about to get it in a different way. Legal business play. Generations get the game.
Yeah.
Grown man, we don't play that. Now being cocky, get it rocky. No ASAP. Let's go.
Definitely every song. That ain't gonna happen.
The mother's staying stagnant. I'm finna grow. I'm RBG'd out. Train to go. Understand the assignment.
Oh yeah.
It's time to roll.
Oh yeah, Mark. They got something.
That's on my soul. That mother's staying stagnant. I'm finna grow. I'm RBG'd.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
It's time to roll.
Yeah. Y'all gotta support that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta support that. See, what I love about that Is they telling the truth, right? Others are staying stagnant, but they trying to grow. And I see them doing that. You know what I'm saying? Not only in my interactions with them, working with them, but just watching what they share with us online. The Our Black Fathers Committee, they have the phone call, the Black Fathers phone call. I think every Tuesday they do an advocacy work inside the community in Phoenix. They have a studio in Phoenix, doing all this great storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Like they are part of this cultural war. They doing a part. They organizing. They're entrepreneurs. They're launching businesses. They have land together as a group. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that the Crondo Martel cartel is talking about, OBFC, RBG, everything that they talking about, they doing. It's the authenticity of this album is what stands out the most for me. I love the production. Crondo and Bilal handling their business. Crondo and Martel Cartel handling their business. But it's the authenticity for me, because that's what I can identify with. You know what I'm saying? Getting it out the mud. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And doing attempting to do it in a noble way, in a way that feeds the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, yeah. But I'm gonna put this in the chat right quick. OBFConline.com. Go get Destination Sankofa. All right. Sis Latanya, what you doing up? Congratulations on launching a new school year. All right. That's my sister right there. I don't know if she's still on. But powerful educator doing great work in our community. All right. And we go way back. All right then. Let's see. So Martel Cartel, we're gonna get back into that. We're just doing some late night listening. Some stuff that stood out for me. The production from Rich Grand is off the chain, y'all. Y'all definitely got to check that out. If you into melodies, if you into soul music and samples, like it's some really good stuff on here. You know what I'm saying? Here's one that I dig called Brick by Brick. Right, and it got Martel Cartel on it, Crondo's on it, LO and Thurston Smith. So this is one I dig. I like the hook and I like the concept, and this gonna be one that I walk to and work out to.
With the shooter bid, savagery, damaging, ruthlessness. Chick hit my tip like a hookah tip. Building shit from AC to Budapest. Bros doing shit that bitches do. I'm kinda vicious too. You a bitch or bitch a dude. Misconstrued. Mix and drink, no witches brew. Blowing color purple, no Mr. Boo. Jab like a boxer. Stick and move. MMA brick technique. Let the text speak. I'm wavy on a jet ski. Killers where the West be. Maximus like Gladiator. Known to smash a faker. Clap debaters. Dripped up, no activator. Delegated savers.
I like them horns.
Elevator major. Whoa. Solid foundation. Let's build across the nation. Brick by brick with appreciation. On the gang, your education. Please invest in it more. Cause yes, we had war.
Brick by brick. Come on.
I'm hard to kill. Got a bad hand, gotta fit the bill. Bald head with the baby face. Giving out that whip appeal. Let's build where we going. Seems like nobody's knowing. 40 cal, concealed. I can show you how my pain feels. Grew up with no dad. Crack heads to my big wheel. What's life with no direction? Judging me and my imperfections. Talk shit, gotta be shit. Mess around, get your face slit. Fake prophets doing all that talking. Lie behind that pulpit. If I say something, I'ma stand on it. Might have a plan, put my mans on it. Want some, I drop bands on it.
Yeah.
My heart cold like a fan on it. My game tight and my mind right. They went left and I went right. Chase bass and I catch flights. Shine bright like a street light. You know the name, hold a lot of weight. Off brands, hold a lot of hate. When I was locked up behind prison gates. Defeat the fam, I still made a shake. When it's go time, I don't hesitate. Close my eyes and I meditate.
Yeah.
UFO and I medicate.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, man. Brick by brick, baby. Come on. I needed to hear this today. Keep going. It's spiritual how we document these times. That's valuable. It's minerals or real food with no chemicals. I be giving game. Do you feel me though? Building up the building, protecting women and children, bro. Yeah. And we ain't got no time to waste. Too much of that and how you late. Love every win, learn from every mistake. Solid foundation, let's build across the nation. How? How we gonna do it? Yeah. Brick by brick. Brick by brick. Come on. Love that one. Them horns killing the game. Rich Grand, you're not playing. Yeah, yeah. Brick by brick, man. That's how you build anything. Brick by brick. Man, I needed to hear that today. Because there's going to be setbacks, man. We had some setbacks this summer. We had some great things that happened this summer, but some setbacks too, man. But you got to keep building this thing brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? I love it, man. Great one. That's one I vibe to right there. You know what I'm saying? That's that attitude, man. That's the attitude right there. You know what I'm saying? I like this one too, man. The production on this one's called Can't Get You Out of My Mind. Now, I played this thing straight through, no skips, but, I'm just hitting some highlights tonight. Let me see. This is Can't Get You Out of My Mind. Again, Rich Grand production. Yeah, I'm digging this. Yeah.
It's a blessing with the fam, we be stepping like a band. A real black woman is the essence of a man.
Yeah.
Taking over stand, give me direction in your hand. Progress, not perfection, expecting I reflect. We grew that rip, I'm with you right there. Caked up nice, yeah, look at you back there. And I knew in my soul we could go that deep. Man, I found my star player, now cold ass team. Yeah. Black love is beautiful, do it for the babies.
Come on, black man.
From the gentlemen to the ladies, back to royalty status, born in the 80s, and we made it this far so we could show don't ever take weed for granted. Every king needs a queen for the balance, a healthy challenge. Preparation, I planned it, so I'm gonna manage what it takes to advance us. Black power, don't panic. Woo!
Yeah. And they live it. These are two husbands. These are two family men. You know what I'm saying? Building strong black families. So they living what they talking about. We out here, y'all. We out here.
Logically speaking, I was out my mind. Too busy to show love, but today I got time. Consistency breeds results, and in the vault I got good deeds. She is who I want, I am what she needs. She a good girl, I'm a good dude. Forever with me, baby. Together we can't lose. Love our February, baby. The journey is a mood, is a vibe. Keep it live. Blessings, I love my tribe. Love, we got it shared. Kinda solid, yeah. I even love how you do our daughter's hair. Smooth like Sade, my boy. The only one who could con me, the prototype like Andre. My love's below, we thug for show. Take me to the places that we love to go and curate the feeling. The
love that track.
We nation building. It trickles down to our seeds, even they can feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark, you gotta play this for the queen, man. You gotta play this for the queen, Mark. Go cop this, Mark. Yeah. You gotta play that for the queen. I say. Hey, man, I love that one. I love that one. That Can't Get You Out of My Mind. Yeah. Not your typical black love track. That's the type of song that only husbands can write. right? That's the type of song that only family men can write. You know what I'm saying? And if family men can relate to it, and those who are not family men, you know, a lot of y'all have a perception about married life that's incomplete. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we hear the negatives, or sometimes we've had bad experiences, legit bad experiences. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's important to remember the benefits of marriage, the benefits of being with your queen, and the balance that it brings. It's work. You know, it's not easy, but it's worth the work, right? It's worth putting it in, and it really starts with yourself. It really starts with how honest can you be with yourself about yourself, right? Most issues in a relationship really stems from us not being honest with ourselves first, right? And so being able to check ourselves and bring balance, compromise, not tolerate a bunch of foolishness, but finding that compromise, finding that consensus. It takes work. Finding that balance, it takes work. But man, when you in it with somebody, you know, somebody who wants it as bad as you, then it feels good. You know, we have challenges, me and Mama and Koyo, but being in this fight together, knowing that we both of our end goals is for the family to stay together and to get stronger. You know what I'm saying? That allows us. You could tell we want it bad because we fight hard to get to a consensus, right? So yeah, man, that balance, you know, and yeah, I love it. Great job with that one. Great job with that one. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's so much great stuff on here, man. I like this retrospect by Brother True Sankofa. You know, it's a interlude, and there's some really cool interludes on here. I ain't gonna play it all because I want y'all to go get it. But there's some real cool interludes on here, man. This is one of them that I really dig. Shout out to True Sankofa.
You are a shining example that people going through the shit you went through can get through it as well. And you don't understand that's why you had to go through that struggle. Everything has a purpose.
Everything
has a reason. And you are the light for some people at the end of the tunnel. You're a survivor. Too many reluctant messiahs out here. Scary as fuck. When these J. Edgar Hoover types scared of you. Own your inheritance, original man. This world is your birthright.
Come on, man.
Peace.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. I should let that regrets play after that, but I want to reflect on that. You know, I'm working on a book right now called Black Man Take Your Place. And Brother True Sankofa, man, I might need to get with you to do the foreword. You know what I'm saying? This is a powerful piece, you know, a powerful interlude, you know, basically telling us to take our place, you know, basically letting us know, you know, we scared of the wrong thing. We scared of something that's more afraid of us. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. You know, black man, take your place. You got to step up. Own your inheritance. What is your inheritance? What is that? Right? Right? Who are you inheriting from? What are you inheriting, right? That's a powerful piece right there. You know what I'm saying? So great job, True Sankofa, with that. And again, Rich Grand, whoever's putting the music in the background, man. That's zone out music. So I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. I love this song Regrets too. So I'm gonna do Regrets, and then I'm gonna play the title track, which features yours truly. And it's the title track Destination Sankofa. I'll play that, but first I'm gonna play one called Regrets that I think is very powerful. You know what I'm saying? Let's check this one out.
Man, I got hustles and stories, grit muscle with glory. Had to tussle with phonies, fake homies and cronies, fake beats like baloney. I done been through it all, the rise, struggle and fall. Back to bubbling with frauds, feeling high with the stars. I remember sitting in jail. Did you get my mail? Mom's had sickle cell, getting frail, living well. Got out 3 months later, she left the veil. Now she in the spirit realm, I can still feel it here with me. Regrets, I wish I could've showed her I'm a vet. Everything she taught me, learned through life and death. Struggling with myself, them shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Everybody ain't your friend. Hard to win with some losers. Had to shake them off me. Give my blessings costly. Learn through mistakes and be great, cause it cost me. They cost me. Learn from regrets, now I'm living bossy. One thing I know is God. I know you on the step. You all about your rep. Don't forget, man, you better learn to live with regret. Time flies like a jet. You all about respect. Better let it slide, homie, cause you flirting with death. Always by your side, babe. Look right, look left. Treat them back, they step. Now you live with regret. Nobody said forever, give them flowers till they last breath. If not, you better learn to live with regret.
Come on.
I really only do it to see my auntie smile. I know she's still hurting by the oldest child. Not being here, ooh, that was a rough year. Feel like I cried a whole swimming pool full of tears. A hard fall, nosedive, I still got back up and linked up with cousin Eric getting paper cuts. Really papered up, the real THC. Only God can judge me for what I done in these streets. Ain't nobody perfect, yeah, we already know. Talking about moving fast, I was Mr. Green Light, I go, but I need that get back though. Mad that my whole family sad, concrete foot on the gas. Thank God we didn't crash, man. Living with regrets now, demanding my respect. Nah, indiscriminately, I'm the foe. -3, one of the last ones to look him in his eyes, yes. Then he said his last few words next. Hold it down, forever rep.
I know you on the step. You all about your rep. Don't
Come on.
forget, man, you better learn to live with regret.
Live with regret.
Time flies like a jet. You all about respect. Better let it slide, homie, cause you flirting with death. Always by your side, bet. Look right, look left. Treat them back, they step. Now you live with regret. Nobody said forever, give them flowers till they last breath. If not, you better learn to live with regret. Regret.
Man, I love that. I love the production on that one. Those keys. That's storytelling right there. That's teaching. That's reflective. And it's a groove. It's a groove. Yeah. Yeah. Powerful message. I think that's one of the most powerful messages on the album. And what I love, one of the things I love about OBFC and is that remind us, like, being a conscious artist is not just about spitting knowledge or just a bunch of fancy role play and that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Fancy word play and that sort of thing, right? Consciousness is about being able to communicate a feeling and energy to your audience, being able to flow in a way like Marcus in the chat right now saying that joint really got me reflecting. Right? That's it. That's what you want. That's what you want when you do this music, when you do RBG music. That's what you want right there. You want to tap in. You want to help the person listening, the brother listening, the sister listening. You want to help them tap into self, right? Getting to know self. Knowledge of self is not just reading a book. So it's not just memorizing scriptures and being able to talk about this deity, that deity. It's nothing wrong with that, but it's not just about that. It's about giving me the key to unlock my consciousness, right? It's about having brothers say, man, that joint really got me reflecting, right? They say, man, think about what you're going to do because you'll find yourself living with regret, right? Think about your choices now. Think about what's in front of you right now. Think about the opportunities that are there for you that you're afraid to take, right? Y'all 53 years wise, man. There are so many moves I wish I would have made, right? Now, I know people say no regrets, right? But there are certain things that can go on in your life, certain things that can happen, right? Having no regrets is easier said than done. Peace, Crondo. Having no regrets is easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? And so, Crondo, you did an excellent job on that one, man. You did an excellent job reflecting and showing that dynamic of being in the moment and what can happen in a split second, right? And also not taking your loved ones for granted, making sure you letting them know how you feel about them. You know what I'm saying? Because anything can happen, and you'll find yourself thinking, "Man, I should have told Mama I loved her. You know, I should have went back. I should have went to see Daddy. I should have went and called my homie. I should have set up with the homies more, right?" So now, man, powerful piece right there. Powerful. I'm gonna have to get you in here, man. I'm gonna have to get you on and really interview y'all, man. I would really like to interview y'all about the album. Uh, 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 yeah, man, that's what's up. I'm just late night chilling right now, listening to some of the songs. Crondo, go back and kind of check it out. But I'm about to play the joint I'm on, man. I'm about to get out of here. Before I go though, I want to play the title track, Destination Sankofa. When I bought the download this morning, and y'all need to go get this. Y'all need to go get this at obfconline.com. obfconline.com. Y'all need to go get this. Support this. When you support Crondo and Martel Cartel, you supporting the Our Black Fathers Committee. You supporting the movement. You supporting real action on the ground. Everybody loves the clown or scammer, but do you love to support somebody who's for real? We love the clown. We ready to pounce when we think somebody is doing something slick. But are you supporting that real work at the same time? Because if you don't support real work, I don't listen to you when you clown a scammer, because you a scammer. You scamming, acting like you care, right? But if you're not supporting nothing real, you don't give a damn. You know, the scammer is just like you, just a scammer getting money off of it. You not, you know. And so sometimes it's scammers talking about scammers, as far as I'm concerned, because I put in work, right? And so when this came out, I immediately bought it because I knew what I was supporting. Not only are they two great men, but they have a great collective, right? And they working on behalf of their families and working on behalf of their communities. So I had to go get it. There's no choice. There was no choice in the matter, right? But let me get to this last one. Let me get to this last one that I want to play. Matter of fact, I got to step away for a second. I'm gonna start it at out my mind, and I'm just gonna let this. Now I'm gonna do all my people, right? I'm gonna let all my people play while I step away for a second.
R.I.P. to all my people who still mentally in their graves, who ain't never been treated equally and was just essentially slaves for 4 whole centuries, riding over transatlantic enemy waves under evil entities that we eventually had sent to these caves. R.I.P. to all my people who still mentally in their graves, who ain't never been treated equally and was just essentially slaves for 4 whole centuries, riding over transatlantic enemy waves under evil entities that we eventually had sent to these caves. You can always find some bullshit when you look for it. I'm hot like I'm cooking Christina Shoe, whatever booking it. Rich cook slaps, he put his foot in it. The building got some crooks in it. Every time we come, they gotta look for it. You mental slave, living in a prison cage, living crazy. In a box, you better learn your history, you'll repeat it. You might as well delete it like the internet. I'm undefeated, wish my ancestors could've seen it. But I know they beat, they go to higher heights, Messiah might. Don't ever try to bite, you try to fight, I'm swinging hard like I'm Iron Mike. But no rape cases, we hate rapists and babe racists. Had to stay patient, but it's hard, cause I hate waiting. Oh, R.I.P. to all my people who still mentally in their graves, who ain't never been treated equally and was just essentially slaves for 4 whole centuries, riding over transatlantic waves under evil entities that we eventually had sent to these caves. R.I.P. to all my people who still mentally in their graves, who ain't never been treated equally and was just essentially slaves for 4 whole centuries, riding over transatlantic enemy waves under evil entities that we eventually had sent to these caves.
My people don't fit into your conversation about equals. Learn what's God law ain't legal. It's your soul first evil. Exercise cerebral. Don't let focus on your next hero. Stunt your bro. Let's go. We need more of them. Family matters. I go about them. Lifestyle, no hypocrisy. OG cooking collard greens just like me. Came out the dirt. We ain't have much, but we made it work. Now we teach guided by the most high. Stay down till you come up, yeah, push through just to get by.
Yeah. Yeah, black men teach agricultural science. That happens. That's a thing. Yeah, developing land. That's a thing. Come on, man. Yeah.
All my people still mentally in their graves, who ain't never been treated equally and was just essentially slaves for 4 whole centuries, riding over transatlantic enemy waves under evil entities that we eventually had sent to these caves.
Yeah.
I fly by you by my dolo, hella woke, raised off of coffee and no dose. Problem got a problem till it's no more. I'm problematic, stop it. You don't honestly want no smoke.
Yeah.
All praise to the most high. Low vibrations at rest. I got the most drive. Streets to the avenue. Sky Harbor is the most fly.
Come on, man. Sky nice.
For my city, it's like it won't die. Okay, I'm reconnected, redirected my lethal weapon as I keep reflecting, trying to keep from this retrogression. Niggas stuck in their days, stuck in their ways. Finally said, fuck what they say. Who mentally feel like they dug in the grave.
All my people still mentally in their graves.
Sky Harbor's nice. Yeah.
For 4 whole centuries, riding over transatlantic enemy waves under evil entities that we eventually had sent to these caves. R.I.P. to all my people still mentally in their graves, who ain't never been treated equally and was just essentially slaves for 4 whole centuries, riding over transatlantic enemy waves under evil entities that we eventually had sent to these caves.
West Coast Cam. Now look, West Coast Cam, a legend. I was just listening to Peace Treaty in the car 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not playing no games. All my people. That's featuring Sky Harbor, West Coast Cam. You know, it's RIP to all our people still mentally enslaved. Right? Oh man, come on. I love it. Or mentally in a grave. You know, some of us are mentally dead. And that's, man, I love that one. Powerful, powerful. All right. So we're going to close it out. Destination Sankofa. It's the title track. But I want to say, y'all, I didn't go over every song, but this is a powerful piece of work right here. It's a powerful album. I suggest that you get it. You got to have some consciousness in your life. You got to have some consciousness on your playlist. Balance it out. Balance it out, man. So definitely all RBGs should have this. Every RBG should have this. This is a guidebook. You should have it. You should study it. Not a guidebook on how to rap. I mean, yeah, if that's what you're trying to learn, but really a guidebook on what an RBG is and what's expected, what our values are. You know what I'm saying? Our mission, what RBG life is all about. That's what this is a guidebook for. You know what I'm saying? Advocating for your people. You know what I'm saying? Being a presence in your community. One of the things, man, and I thank the creator that Martel Cartel reached out, and well, now I made a comment congratulating them, and he made a reply saying that I was an inspiration. That the work I've done is an inspiration to the work that they do, and I'm honored by that. And they do follow the blueprint, because our blueprint is to go out and create relationships in your community. That's our blueprint. The RBG blueprint is to go out there and be the glue, right? Be the glue, right? You get out there and you create places where the Christian and the Muslim can come together. The Christian, the Muslim, the Pan-African, the Ifa, the Moor, you know what I'm saying? They can all come together in that same place and organize and support each other around those things that we have in common, right? Every year at the RBG Explosion, the annual event, the OBFC's annual event, they have a Temple of New African Unity where they call in all of those who are active. I remember sharing the rostrum one year with Brother Tramikas Muhammad, you know what I'm saying, of the Nation of Islam. And so you had Christians there, Ifa was there, everybody was represented up in there spiritually, right? And we're fostering spiritual unity. We're finding common ground with our values, right? Because that's where you build the unity at, right? You don't build unity around everybody believing the same thing as far as how, as far as what. Everybody got to believe in the same God. Everybody got to believe that in the same identity. FBA or bust, Pan African or bust. No, when we're in the community together, all of us believe in eatology. That means we all want to eat. All of us believe in shelterology. That means we all want shelter. Safetyology. That means we're all safetyologists. We want the community to be safe for our families. See, we only have the luxury to argue and debate and hate each other over ideology and cuss each other out because we don't have to rely on each other as neighbors. But if we had to rely on each other as neighbors, that conversation is different. When we rely on each other as neighbors, it's about what do we have in common, right? It's about our common values. Are my children safe with you being next door? So I need to get to know you, right? And so RBGs are active in their community. This is a guidebook, all right? All right, anyway, I'm gonna play the one I've been waiting on. When I downloaded this morning, I was looking for it, and I was like, man, don't tell me that the song didn't make it. But I'm like, but it's the title song, so I know it's on here. So I'm searching down the thing. I'm searching, and then track 23. It said Destination Sankofa. I say, whew, I was about to feel some type of way. Because I love this song, man. I love this song. It's the title track. I'm honored. I'm honored. It's the last track on the album, at least how it downloaded for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that was how it downloaded or how it actually is, Crondo, but my verse is the last verse on Destination Sankofa, and I'm feeling that. But I was honored when you all reached out. You know what I'm saying? And invited me to be on this song. You know what I'm saying? To be on the album, on the project, period. And this one, Destination Sankofa, is real tight. This is basically an ancestor reverence song. We represent three different powerful black men on this song, man. And I dig it. So I want y'all to check it out. Love again, Rich Grand. Great job. Great job. Destination Sankofa, y'all. Yeah.
Born with no overseer. Did quite a lot in my 52 years. Had to get it how I live, had to get it with no fear. Had to implement change, plant seeds, new ideas. Had to let the world know we were the first humans here. Born in the field, but I went out on my shield. Devils never wanted us to learn about our past. We came from kings and queens, invented math. I had to be that spark, light it up like a match. Really had to wreck, cause we ain't have our own flag. Wrote a message to the people, escaping mental slavery. Engaged me, proud to be black is what it made me. Built ships for the storm, face any weather. Group economics, man, we did it together. Edgar Hoover started watching.
Yeah.
Recognize my aim. Don't remove the kinks from your hair, remove them from your brain.
Garvey. Crondo, you represented, man. Oh yeah, the production. You know, Mark.
I'm the greatest, but I'm not blinded by the bright lights. I put my work in with this left and this right. A real Louisville slugger, let me tell you about my life. Galvanize and build, how I organize and fight. Cooperate and yield, cause steel sharpens steel. Only doing God's will, that's really how I feel.
Yeah.
Never beefing with my brother, do my best just to reach ya. The media is full of lies, we got the same teacher.
Yeah.
So even if you're mad at me, big bro, we family. I learned how you move, intellectual and casually.
Come on.
Float like a butterfly and
Sting like a bee.
Standing tall, 6'3". I know my people ain't free until we separate from hate. Go and fight your
On
own
war.
World champ 3 times and a Muslim to the core. My connection with the motherland brought out the God in me. Went from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali.
Peace. Yeah. Marcus Garvey, Muhammad Ali. Y'all tell me who I'm gonna be. y'all tell me who I'm gonna be. See if you can figure it out for the end of the verse. Come on.
Born a Garveyites in the time of racial tension. Pop stood strong in Omaha without flinching.
Yeah.
No holes in the roof, plenty food in the kitchen. Mama had heart but fell apart when they lynched him. Went to school with white kids, could tell that I was smarter. Quit because my teacher said I couldn't be a lawyer. Hopped the nearest train, let it drop me off in Harlem. Straight into the belly of the beast.
Mark, who am I? Before the end of the verse.
Used to call me Satan. Brother sent me truth from Elijah, I'm awakened. Went from self-hating to recruiting and debating.
Yeah.
Got out and hit the streets, started building up the nation. No dope, no liquor, just a mission getting bigger. Towards the continent, politic with global figures. They woke up millions when they shot me in the chest. A lot that stood the test, but only one was Malcolm X.
Come on, man. Those who know. Destination Sankofa. Yeah. Yeah. Destination Sankofa, man. Look. Mark, did you figure out who I was? Did you figure out who Crondo was, who Martell was? When you listen to that, if you know our story, if you know your history, you know, when Crondo come in and he's spitting, you should know that's Marcus Garvey, right? But we don't tell you till the end of the verse who we are. That's what I love about that song. That's the fun part of that song for me, is that you wrote the verses in a way to where we're speaking as that person. We present you who we are, but we won't tell you who we are until the end. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out, and we drop hints along the way, you know. And so that was really cool, you know. When they sent it to me, I heard Crondo's verse being Garvey, and I was like, okay. And, you know, and then Martell Cartel came in with Muhammad Ali, and I'm like, oh, so who am I gonna be? And you know, I was like, Malcolm. You know, I'm gonna do Malcolm. We're gonna walk through Malcolm's life. You know, and since we invoke in spirit, let me invoke a spirit, let me invoke an ancestor, let me invoke the spirit of Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? And so I love that song. I was honored to be a part of it. I've listened to it about 50 times today. You all did a great job. The album is fire. Y'all need to go to obfconline.com and get this album. Get Project Sankofa. Don't go try to stream it. I'm glad it's not all on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And all that kind of stuff. I think it's about to go up on Spotify. But y'all, they got land. We got land to develop. We got youth programs to build, right? So go order this from their website. I think you can get it on iTunes as well, but go to obfconline.com and pay that $10 and get this 23 track album, right? 23 track album. Go get that at OBFC online. You are actually supporting programs that are on the ground, all right, in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? And so y'all got to do that. I did mine this morning, and that's what I'm saying. If you don't, and you somebody that screams RBG, you scamming. No, for real. In my book, now everybody has a right to their opinion. I'm just saying, in my opinion, you scamming if you don't go get this. You scam if you say you support African centered education and you don't get this. You're scamming, right? You scamming yourself, but it's scamming just the same. You lying to yourself saying you down with what's going on, but this is what's happening on the ground. This ain't no promise. This ain't talking about what we gonna do or anything like that. You know, this stuff is happening right now. These men, and these are working class men. These ain't wealthy men. These are working class men pooling their resources together, you know what I'm saying, to fight against the negative culture, the negative influences in a community, to build safe spaces for each other, for men to talk, for young men to talk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about these YNs and all that. Well, these are some brothers that are out here picking them up. These some brothers that are out here really working with them. Y'all worrying about what Young Thug is tweeting and all this kind of stuff, man. There's black men out here that are on the ground working to make the community better. But if we ignore them and then turn around and talk about everything that's wrong, you scamming, or you ignorant, or maybe a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, y'all. $10. Netflix costs more than $10, right? Netflix costs more than $10. OBFConline.com, right? And I know it's just a couple of people on here tonight, but y'all share this, right? And somebody gonna watch it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna cut it into clips and everything, you know. But definitely get the Destination Sankofa album, Crondo, you know, and Martell Cartel of the OBFC. RBGs for life, man. I love it. I appreciate y'all for this work. I've been listening to it all day. It's on my playlist, permanent playlist. Best $10 I done spent this year. Y'all, you got to go do the same. If you don't go get this, you playing, right? If you don't go, if you don't want things to get better for our youth, I'm sitting here telling you because I work with the youth with them. They call me in, coach. I've taught in their academy. You might say they have an academy. Y'all a school, Crondo. If you don't know, y'all have a school. but I've taught in their programs. You know what I'm saying, online and in person. We just graduated a young brother that they work with from our Operation Reconnect program with his high school diploma. You know, so I'm telling y'all that when you support this project, this is the real movement. This ain't the fake stuff. This is the real deal. That's gonna happen, whether in some capacity, whether you support or not, right? But your support makes it easier. Yes, that $10 counts, right? So you know, stop playing around. If you in other formations, man, and what I try to do when I see other formations that may not be an organization I'm in, but I support what they're doing, I support monetarily. If I don't have the money, I'm gonna share it, right? Because if it's uplifting the people, I'm for it. But you got to put your actions, you got to put your money where your mouth is. You got to put your presence where your mouth is, right? So yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, then. Let me see. I ain't gonna lie. I might want to listen to that Destination Sankofa one more time. I mean, it is my show. Let me check it out one more time. I'm digging this one right here. I mean, I dig all of them, but I'm on this one. So, you know, I'm biased towards it. I'm biased. Destination Sankofa, Crondo and Martell Cartel, featured by me. Go to obfconline.com.
Born with no overseer. Did quite a lot in my 52 years. Had to get it how I live, had to get it with no fear. Had to implement change, plant seeds, new ideas. Had to let the world know we were the first humans here. Born in the field, but I went out on my shield. There was never
Bomani UFG, United Front in the house, man.
I had to be that spark, light it up like a match. Really had to record.
Peace to you, brother. Man, I'm vibing on that Crondo and Martell Cartel, that Destination Sankofa.
Man, we did it together. Edgar Hoover started watching. Recognize my aim. Don't remove the kinks from your hair, remove them from your brain. Garvey.
Yeah. Peace to brother Bomani UFG, one of the greatest. Yeah.
I'm the greatest, but I'm not blinded by the bright lights. I put my work in with this left and this right. A real Louisville slugger.
I mean, it's so Arizona too. It's so west. This is so West Coast. Yeah. Now, Bo Money.
So even if you're mad at me,
Thank you.
we family. I learned how you move, intellectual and casually. So I
Yeah.
feel like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Standing tall, 6'3". I know my people ain't free until
Man.
we separate from hate. Go and fight your own war.
Yeah.
World champ 3 times and a Muslim to the core. My connection with the motherland brought out the God in me. Went from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali. Peace.
Man, I love that sound. I love how he did it. The blend with the drums, the mix. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Born a Garveyite in a time of racial tension. Pop stood strong in Omaha without flinching. No holes in the roof, plenty food in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Mama had heart but fell apart when they lynched him. Went to school with white kids, could tell that I was smarter. Quit because my teacher said I couldn't be a lawyer. Hopped the nearest train, let it drop me off in Harlem.
Come on.
Straight into the belly of the beast, I was falling. Trapped inside a cage, Sally's used to call me Satan. Brother sent me truth from Elijah, I'm awakened. Went from self-hating to recruiting and debating.
Yeah.
Got out and hit the streets, started building up the nation. No dope, no liquor, just a mission getting bigger. Toured the continent, politic with global figures. They woke up millions when they shot me in the chest. A lot that stood the test, but only one was Malcolm X.
That's right. A lot that stood the test, but only one was Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? Come on. A lot that stood the test, but only one was Malcolm X. Do you still care? Man, good question in that sample. You hear that? Do you still care? You know, I wonder if the ancestors wonder that. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if the ancestors say that, like, man, do y'all still care? Y'all even thinking about me? Y'all even talking about me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all even considering me? Right? And not just our famous ancestors, hell, your personal ancestors in your bloodline. Was the last time, you communicated with them? Was the last time you honored them, thanked them, right? You know what I'm saying? So I love that. I love that track right there. I love the project overall. Again, obfconline.com. Definitely, y'all got to go check that out. Support that. When you support it, again, you support the movement. You know what I'm saying? Brother Bomani, man, that shit you and Brick doing is insane. Every time you leak something, I'm like, man, what they doing out there? You know what I'm saying? But it's some really great music being made right now. I'm actually working on a project with CG and K Crucial called The Descendant of Kings, and we're gonna be dropping that real soon. And it's an honor working with those young lions. You know what I'm saying? Those young Southern lions. We're gonna put a nice project out here soon. So be on the lookout for The Descendant of Kings. But right now, y'all, we celebrating Destination Sankofa. You know, and great job, man. Shout out to the OBFC RBGs, you know what I'm saying? Our Black Fathers Committee, the brothers out there doing their thing, man. Shout out to the whole crew, Rich Grand and everybody involved with this project. This is something that the people need. Right? It's something that the people need, man. Y'all speaking to real life experiences. Y'all spitting it in a way that people can relate to it. The wisdom that's on this album is just second to none. This is how OGs are supposed to be rapping. This is how seasoned vets are supposed to be rapping. This is what we supposed to be talking about. We're not supposed to be trying to reflect the life of them young cats or pretending like we still living the life of them young cats and we all out here still all footloose and fancy free, not understanding where this shit go, not understanding where this stuff is leading. You know what I'm saying? We know what's up. So this is what OGs do. OGs teach, right? OGs teach, man. OGs don't try to don't try to compete with the young bull. The young bull doing this thing. It's their time. They gonna make decisions, right? But you can't sit up and complain about the decisions, but you ain't teaching. You can't sit up here and judge them about their decisions and you ain't offering nothing. Especially if you getting on the mic and you trying to talk like them because you trying to get likes, views, or you chasing that money, right? But I'm tell you something, if you chase the mission, the money gonna come. You just gotta chase the mission in a smart way. You don't have to compromise the message to get to the money. Don't believe in that. You just gotta have to figure out how to monetize your message. You got to figure out what type of work do you need to do to sustain you on this mission, if this mission is for you, if you in it for the right reasons, because this ain't for everybody, right? This ain't for everybody. Okay, you know if it's for you. You know if it's for you when whole songs pop in your head. You know if it's for you when you gotta let it out. You gotta get it out. When it's second nature to you, right? Not when it's an external thing where it's just like I'm looking. I want to be famous. I want to be popular. And I can tell when a cat, even when even a lot of RBG cats, even a lot of cats that's pro black, man, I can tell when a cat is in it because it's just who they are, versus a cat that's in it because they chasing popularity. You know what I'm saying? You can tell. You know what I'm saying? Like Bomani, you would be doing this whether a dime came from it or not, whether money came with it or popularity came with it or not. You be doing what you're doing. You be an MC. You a griot. You a storyteller. I guarantee you that's in your bloodline somewhere. It shows. It's authentic, right? With Martel Cartel and Crondo, it's authentic. They talking to the streets. It's authentic. It's not fake. They speaking from their life. They speaking from here. Authenticity. It's a lot of cats out there that got bars but don't have authenticity. And you can tell, right? But that's the standard. So cats can come and talk about, oh, you're not lyrical, or this person not lyrical, or this person too lyrical. Nah, man, is it authentic? Are they telling a story? Can I relate to it? Is there truth in it? Right? Is there truth in it? Like I'm listening for all of that, because that's what our people need, right? That's what our people need, man. Speak to the people in the people's language, right? And this ain't for young people. I mean, I think young people this is a textbook for young people. For young people, this album is a textbook. For young people, this album is a curriculum. This is your uncle talking to you with love. When you having a fly ass conversation with your uncle and he just spitting game on you, facts on you, an understanding on you. That's what this is for young people. For OGs like me, this is a message. This is a conversation. This is like this is a tool that I could use. You know what I'm saying? Like for OGs like me though, it's motivation. This is inspirational music. Like that song Brick by Brick, getting it brick by brick, keep moving, right? I need to hear this too, right? Those of us who are in the movement, we need to hear this, you know. You frustrated, you especially if you're online, you seeing all of the clowning of Pan-Africanism, all the clowning of Black Power and that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you tired of that, this is a breath of fresh air right here. And it's a breath of fresh air because it's coming from a group of people that are actually out there living what they talking about. They doing it. And this ain't knocking the brothers and sisters who gotta, work a certain job and you get to get into that Black Power space, away from your profession. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta do what we gotta do to survive, But when you're able to blend the message, the movement with your way of life and your means of making a living, this is what comes out of it. When you put in that work to start your own business, promote your own business, this is the type of freedom that you have. When you have jobs that keeps you in proximity of the community, right? Because a lot of times when I wasn't working for myself, I'll get a job, but I'll get a job that keeps me in proximity, maybe at a Boys and Girls Club or advocacy program, you know what I'm saying, a radio station, something that keeps me in proximity of what I'm doing, right? Right. So even if you get work in proximity that keeps you near the studio, near the youth program, near the land development, right? Then that works too. You know what I'm saying? That's also something to think about. Look, you got to be creative. You know, You can't just sit back and say, "Well, I can't do that because I gotta do that. I gotta." Well, everything you gotta do is based on your choices. But don't put yourself in a box. Don't put yourself in a box, right? So I want y'all to keep being innovative, keep being creative, and I've been motivated. I've been sparked to work. School is starting on Tuesday for Uhuru Academy Online. This is my soundtrack for the weekend right here as I get ready. Have quite a few new students from all over the world, and it's yeah, man, it's a challenge, but brick by brick, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I could teach all night. Man, yeah. Get that destination, Sankofa. Get that destination, Sankofa. Hold up. I like this one too, this Sunday vibe one. I like this Sunday vibes. Shout out to Miss Arian Nicole. She's the beautiful queen of Minister Brother Tramikas Muhammad. I love this one. Yeah, it's a nice vibe. I'm playing this tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday. And this gonna be my vibe.
Taking me to a place I really want.
Appreciate you, Baba.
When we held each other
Brother Bomani, appreciate you.
Strong.
Yes, sir. Let's keep going.
We make terms, lessons learned. But if I got your back, do you ever really fall? We are weak when we apart, but we're strong when we're together.
Come on, man.
Got to protect our love so we can weather through the storm.
Gotta protect our love so we can weather through the storm.
We become stronger. Through the hustle and the bustle,
come on.
We overcome our struggle.
Come on.
Pray they bring us closer. Got so much love for us. Black life. It's black love.
I say everybody that's in the struggle with their queen.
The hustle and the bustle, we overcome our struggle.
Come on.
Pray they bring us closer. Got so much love for us. Black life.
Black life is black love. Come on.
It's like every day we wake up together. It's like a new adventure. She the one I've been to, life partner like I grew up with her.
Connected and respected, ancestors so protected. Look, we overcome what's in the way. Hurdle the struggle and then we pray. Just give me Sunday vibes. Sunday vibes. Say I ride Sunday that I'm still alive. Just give me Sunday vibes. Sunday vibes. Sunday vibes. Sunday that I'm still alive.
Now I can breathe again. Software the G within. Us against the world, I feel like Queen and Slim. We is them. Illuminate me with a vibe. Communicate.
Bro, so you feel like Queen and Slim.
Made mistakes, but now we rise. Get it, grind it, that's my wife.
Grandma been praying for me. Mama still worried about me. Sunny days and even cloudy. Gotta keep the righteous around me. Black love is what kept me here. My wife, my children, indeed I hear. Believe in me and have no fear. The God is real. Can you feel him here?
Yeah.
We overcome our struggle.
Yeah.
Pray they bring us closer. Got so much love for us. Black life. It's black love.
Come on.
Black life is black love. Through the hustle and the bustle, we overcome our struggles. Pray they bring us closer. Got so much love for us. Black life. It's black love.
Yeah.
Black life is black love. Yeah.
Come on, man. That's a vibe. Tell me that ain't no vibe. Tell me that ain't no vibe right there, man. Through the hustle and the bustle. Black life. Black love. It's that Sunday vibe, man. That Sunday vibe, man. Woo. I'm playing that tomorrow. Koya gonna have to dance with me on that one. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Me too, man. Me too. And shit. That's me and Koya right there, man. That's me and Koya in a nutshell. In a nutshell, man. You just pray that we get through it, man. It is, yeah. People see the outside. People see the black power. See you at the events, things like that. They don't understand, man. This hustle and this bustle. You know, they don't understand, man. Finance without romance without finance is a nuisance, you know. And sometimes romance with finance is a nuisance. You know what I'm saying? It's challenges, man. And but when you grinding together, there's more at stake than just your feelings. That's why you work your way back together when you realize that there's more at stake than just your feelings. There's more at stake than just your pride. You know what I'm saying? Your ego. You know, we building a nation together, building a family together. We building businesses together. We all in. And when you all in, you work it out. When you all in, 9 times out of 10, you gonna work it out. And it's not one of them where y'all out of love. You fall out of love and for your kids. You just there for the kids. That ain't right. You out of love. Y'all define love by TV and movies, man. And you not listening to your soul. You define your very soul. You know how many people get left? You know how many times I won't say me. I'm saying people generally leave people that they really want to forgive. A lot of relationships end because of a person's inability to forgive, and they go against their own spirit. They go against their own, you know what I'm saying? They throw things in the trash. They throw relationships in the garbage that they've poured all this energy into, right? And you look up, like the other songs say, you living with regret, right? You living with, did I make the right decision? Man, I should have. Hey, man, we could have worked that out. What was we even fighting over anyway? Whenever you find yourself saying, what was we even fighting over anyway? It was probably ego. It was probably, if you can't remember and you ended it and you can't remember, it was probably ego. And it was probably something that could have been worked out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to be easy, right? And in this life, you just pick your difficulty because it's going to be difficult regardless of what you choose. You just got to figure out what's worth it for you and what's worth it for your spirit. You know what I'm saying? I thank the Creator. I've been with my queen for 20 years, you know, but I don't take any day of it for granted. At least I try not to, and I think she tries not to as well. You know, we have our disagreements, man, but you know, which we work our way back together, and we've done a pretty good job of that. All right then, cool. Now I'm finna go for real, y'all. I'm finna go for real. But hey, Destination Sankofa, definitely go get that. Definitely go check that out. Add that to your library. Support, support, support. Man, I wonder if we can. I wonder if we can move 10,000 copies. I wonder if we can help Crondo and Martel Cartel move 10,000 copies. 10,000 copies, $10 each. 10,000 copies, right? I might get 10 downloads just by myself. I might just download this album once every 2 weeks or once a week, like a subscription. I may just download the copies of this album like a subscription. What if we all just subscribe to that album and say we're going to put $10 a month on that album? We're going to put $20 a month on that project. What if when everybody else, others put out a project that you feel that's in this movement, you say, I'm going to put $10 a month on that project too. I'm just going to put $10, $20 a month on that project. I'm just going to download it twice a month, right? Increase their sales, increase the revenue, because we know that they taking that revenue and they going into the community and they uplifting black people. I think I'm gonna make the first pledge because I have subscriptions to services that I don't even use. Right. So I ordered it this morning. I'm gonna order it again, if not next week, week after next. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it on some kind of pattern for me. And I'm just gonna it's just gonna be something that I subscribe to, and that's just getting a download of this album. Right. and maybe I'll email it to somebody as a gift or something like that, right? But we should definitely, right, download it and download it again, and let's do Bomani in a brick like that. Then let's do the Descent of the Kings album, right? Like that. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it gotta be, brother Bomani, man. We and I make my pledge, you know what I'm saying? I got Lumumba's Revenge, you know, when it came out, you know what I'm saying? But any project you drop, because I know your work, we own that, right? We own that. All right. So and then when y'all see me drop something, go get it. Go get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're supporting a school. You're supporting our work when you do that. You support my ability to be up late at night doing this, right? So when we drop something, if it's like me and Mom and Koyo got the Black Lovers Black Power album coming, then like I said, me, CG, and K Crucial, we have the Descent of the Kings coming, and you know, folks been like, "What's the hold up?" You know, I'd be like, "Shit, hold up." You know what I'm saying? We getting there. We working our way there, right? Right. But I'm so motivated, inspired by this project. Great job to the brothers, man. I'ma holler at y'all, man. Peace.